Hello, absolutely nobody, it's Farb here, welcome back. Night 74, 7 Days to Die in the PlayStation 4. So I did have a plan that I would build a tower in this episode, but I don't actually have a lot of time to film tonight. I've probably only got something like 25 minutes before I've got to leave. So I'm just going to do a very quick episode. And what I thought I would do is, because we haven't done this in a while, I really need to make a bit of camo for this area here as well. Because that's doing my head in with it being broken. Let's just I know I got very distracted. Camo netting. That's not the one, is it? Camo corner, camo. Yeah, that's the one. Right. Cloth. Where's the cloth kept? Just take a whole bundle of cloth for the time being. I'll have one of them. And I'll have one of them. Stick the cloth back. Didn't take me long to get distracted now, did it? Right, let's put them in my taskbar. Let's get them laid up. Right, so this one here goes there, and this one, I don't know which way that was facing actually. There you go. Perfect. I should have done that probably about 60 episodes earlier, but never mind. Anyway, sorry. So what I thought I'd do is a quick weapons building episode. Now I know sometimes they're not the most exciting, but we're going to have to do it. Just checking what resources I've got. Need to take some of those resources down to the mine at some point as well. Right, so what I've got here in the left-hand crate is all of the completed weapons, and a few kind of miscellaneous bits as well. So here's all my completed weapons. So what I want to do is take out the highest level weapon we've got. Let's just take my assault rifle for saying's sake. And I want to be able to max this out as much as possible. So what I'll do is I'll go into the storage crate and I'll just sort it. It should be sorted anyway. And then what I'll do is I'll dig out anything AK. So I'll take that. This, and I think that's probably all the AK I'm going to get, isn't it? Yeah, because it's sorted in AK. So then, come out of that and I'll come away. I don't know why I do that, I just do. And then what I'll do is then I will assemble this and then take the whole gun apart. Excuse me while I sniff down your ears. And then at this point I will just stack them in order of equipment. I've also got 30 bullets out of that as well, which is very tasty. So as you can see, I don't have enough to create another AK. I've only got enough because I've only got one AK receiver. Just want to double check that. Definitely haven't got anything else AK in there. And especially something that looks like a receiver. Okay, and I'll check this barrel, this crate here just in case as well. So we have only got one AK. Now, because this is, sorry if you can hear my chair squeaking, just jam it in place. Because this is an offline game, no one else can kind of join in, so I really only need one of each weapon set anyway. So what we'll do is we'll take the highest of every part we've got and just reassemble it and scrap the rest. I'm going to do this for every single weapon because, as you can see, the crates often get quite full. And it's a bit ridiculous. And I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to destroy any weapon that's not blue or purple. So so you can see all these kind of handguns here. I'll disassemble and just scrap the parts as well. I don't need the scrap, but it just annoys me that my crates are getting a little bit messy. So for the time being, let's do the AK. So we can see this is the best part here. Assemble that, and we can just quick click on all of these parts here. Now I don't actually think I've changed anything with this AK anyway, so I'll close that, and we've got a nice 534 AK. And what I might do as well while I'm doing this is just take some storage kits and do a repair on the weapon as well, because it won't drop the level of the weapon, but it just means everything's going to be fully repaired. And then what I can do is I can just scrap down everything else because I don't necessarily need anything that's weaker. And like I was saying, I don't need any more than one of each weapon really to be serious, but I'm not going to scrap down a blue or a purple, just in case at some point they introduce the trader and I can go and trade these weapons up for whatever else. So, but as you can see, I'm going to keep anything blue or purple. And it's morning time. So I'll ditch that there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll stick the scrap here so it's not kind of in my way in the inventory. So the next, I suppose the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take anything not blue or purple pistol wise. So we can scrap that. Where are the pistol parts? Shotgun, rocket launcher, pistols. Right, so we'll take anything pistol, and again we don't really have that many parts, and what I'll do here as well is I'll just assemble all this, and I'll take the parts out individually, because you can see there is some decent parts in these weapons, and you know, there's no point in those parts being in a rubbishy gun if I can use them. So keep them coming out. Only got a couple more. Normally I do this kind of stuff in a box so that your inventory doesn't get filled up. In fact, what I'll do is, just for the time being, that box is a bit full, I'll ditch some of my standard stuff in here, so I haven't got anything I'm not worried about in my inventory at the moment. Right, so assemble that again, and I'll ditch all this out. And you can see by doing this as well, we're actually taking out all the bullets, which I don't necessarily use pistols that often, but it's always good just to have the bullets separately so I can take them off into one weapon. Anyway, so anything that's, like I was saying, anything that's not purple or blue is going. So we can just scrap all of this. I don't know why I skipped that. And I'm glad they're doing it quick so I don't have to queue. Yeah, and one more. Okay, and then because I'm weird, what I really like to do, I might take those bullets out and put them over here, is I like to stack them in a kind of, in what to me makes sense. So I've got the frame, the handle, the parts, and the barrel. I don't know why I'm like this. Just the way my brain works. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll come back across here, and I'll take out my two purple and blue weapons, and then we can just assemble them, and then drag out the parts as well. Because you can see we've got some green parts in here, which we don't necessarily want, and we've also got a flashlight, which I'll put down the bottom, and assemble that. And then we can take the parts out. I mean, that's a very, very good weapon. I don't think I'm going to be able to upgrade that much, but we're getting there. Right, so I'll scrap this. And I suppose what we want to do is we want to aim to have full weapons here. So looks like I can really only create 3 by the looks of things, which is fine. So anything I can't create. So yeah, I can only create 3 from the lot we had, but that's absolutely fine. I'll just scrap the rest because we're not worried about the amount of weapons at the moment. So what we want to do is we want to take the highest level pistol receiver, which is 5.54. Assemble on that one, and then we need to get the highest level handle, 588. I need to get some food. 600 on this one. And then 551 here. We can assemble that, and we've got a 573 handgun. Now, did I do that right? Yes. So that's quite good. That's quite a good little weapon. What we can do as well, from off that, we can click on it. Come on, click on it. I was going to say we can repair it, but I can't seem to, is that because that's in here and I've got it highlighted? It's a bit weird, I can't repair that. Normally you can. Oh, it's because it's fully it's not good. It's fully repaired anyway. Yeah, well done. Nice and observant. So we'll do the same with this one, and this won't really take long to do once you kind of get in the rhythm. So you can see there, that's obviously the highest. That's obviously the highest, and that's obviously the highest. We'll close that down. And we've got a nice 5.45, and then we can just do the same with this. Yep. So we'll take the receiver, put in the grip, parts, and barrel. Close that down, and I'll just scrap these two parts because we don't necessarily care about them. And then what we can do is we can hopefully repair that with a repair kit, and like you can see, we've got 3 very nice pistols. So we're getting there. It may be slow, it may be tedious for you guys to watch, but it's something that I fully recommend doing. Upgrading your weapons and spending a day doing them up, because it will definitely do you benefit in the long run. I don't know why I've bothered with any of this stuff either. I don't use that anymore. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the SMG. This one shouldn't be too bad. I'll sort it. And what have we got here? We've got SMG. So we might actually have enough here to create another one as well, which should be good. A couple of SMGs. So if they do, introduce the trade onto the PlayStation version, we will certainly be able to go and sell these things at some point. Right, so they look different to me. That's a sniper rifle, you see, but that's why. Well, that's a bit weird. I wonder why I picked that up. Because I'm a bit thick. Right, so we'll do the same again, and we'll stack them up into oh, I don't want bullets in my hand. Stop that. And it does actually. SMG parts. That's a shame. So we're really only going to get one SMG here. I wonder why I picked the sniper rifle parts out. Perhaps I was confused. I can put them down the bottom anyway. Just going to double check if we've got any other SMG parts. No, there's nothing more SMG in there. So again, we're only going to have one SMG. Now, but because these are blue and purple, I think what I'll do is I'll keep them. I didn't keep the pistol ones because we had loads of pistols. Right. If it's going to stop you whinging, I'll have a drink. I'll just take one more. Yeah, because I didn't keep the pistol parts because we've got so many pistols anyway. But for the SMG, I'm going to keep the SMG parts and I'll stack them in the barrel nicely, so that if we do find some SMG parts, we can make an SMG quite easily. Right, so 574, assemble that. Definitely that one, and the only one we've got. We close it down. There's our SMG, and we'll just repair that. Shouldn't lose any value. 519, back at 519. So we didn't really get anywhere with doing that. Maybe we upgraded it a little bit. But what I'll do for the SMG, I'm going to keep now. I'm just going to stick them back in the barrel, and I'll sort this out later. So since we're doing sniper rifles anyway, I can leave the sniper rifle stuff, and we don't have any other sniper rifles. So we've got 2 sniper rifles here. I'm just going to do a quick look to see if any of the parts are better, and straight away, we can see we have. So this should significantly upgrade that. So what I'll do is I'll disassemble them both anyway, because we know we're going to come back. We're going to be able to create at least 2. Well, 2 anyway. So we had a 4. Remember we had a 4.52 and a 4.62. So let's have a look to see what we end up with once we've done a little bit of tidying and rearranging of our stuff. Can I assemble? Can I sort this as well like I can the other one? Yeah, that'll do. So what we're going to do? We're going to pick up just the best stock, which is the 410 one. Assemble that bad boy, and then we need to find the best receiver, which is obviously the 530. The best parts, which is the 481, and the best barrel, which is the 600. Close on that thing, and we've got a 503. That's gone up. So that's gone up nicely, because that was 460, something like that. So we'll repair that as well. Repairs all the bits, and we've come up with a fully repaired, better level sniper rifle. So we'll do the same on the rifle stock as well on this one, so we can continue on having the 2. So we'll assemble that, stick that in there, Stick that in, close that down. And that has dropped a couple of levels, but that's because we've increased this one, which I'm fine with. And then what we can do is we can just ditch the rest. Scrap that. Just want to make sure I did do that properly. Yeah, none of them are higher. So again, we'll just scrap all this because we don't really need any more than 2 sniper rifles. And we will stick these 2 away. So, you can see we're getting somewhere. I think I might do the hunting rifles next. So we can do... I'll ditch that in there. I'll put the bullets away as well. I'll keep these down here nicely. So, hunting rifles. We've got loads of hunting rifle parts, you can see. And I think we probably will significantly increase the hunting rifles we have by doing this. Magnums. And we're okay. And look at the shotgun parts as well. We're definitely going to have a 600 shotgun, I think, from that. So, anyway, out of the box, and we'll do the same again. Is we'll just assemble this, disassemble all the parts, 1 bullet. How interesting. And we'll do the same. That's just the stock. I know we've got another full one here somewhere. Assemble that. No bullets in this one by the looks of things. And I think that's all we had. Stock. So let's do it in order for these ones, because I get confused with the hunting rifle. Because the hunting rifle stock looks very similar to the actual barrel. Sorry, the hunting rifle stock looks very similar in your inventory to a fully assembled hunting rifle, so I get confused. Okay, stick them down. I'm not doing them in any particular order, as you might be able to tell as well. So it does look actually like we've only got enough for 2 hunting rifles. Just because we've only got 2 hunting rifle parts, but that's absolutely fine. I'll just double check the barrel, the crate again. Magnum, chainsaw, shotgun, rocket launcher. Yeah, so they're all shotguns, SMGs, shotguns. Right, okay, so looks like again we're going to come out with 2, which is fine. So take the highest level barrel, 575, assemble that. Take the highest level stock, the highest level barrel would be the 569. Parts 600. Sorry, receivers and the parts. This is going to be a kick-ass. Yeah, so there you go. Look at that. If I can get the right one, I did have the right one. I'm going a bit crazy, I think. Right, so then we do it again, and we've got another hunting rifle stock, and we've got a 557. We've got a 564, and we've got that one there. So as you can see there, hunting rifle. And then what we'll do with the rest, we'll just scrap it because I don't really care about having any more than 2 of these bad boys. And we can't, I don't think you can actually scrap these stocks. You can't melt them down either. So I'll just throw them away and they'll unspawn. And then we can put the, it sounds like there's a zombie banging on my door. I might go and say hello to him. Or her. I've only got 6 bullets in that, so I better be careful. Let's go and have a break from the weapons assembly to say hello to this zombie who's being rude to me. Definitely hear one. I hope he's not in the mine. Can I hear him around here? Oh my goodness. Little crazy mini horde going on here. Paying absolutely no attention to me either. I can't believe there's so many. I mean, this is the beauty of this base though. Like, there is absolutely no way they're getting in. They're doing a little bit of damage. but not enough to actually worry me in any way, shape or form that they're going to get in. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. So I'll go in a bit crazy. At some point as well, I'm also going to finish the oh dear, missed. I'm also going to finish the little kind of ditch I was going to build around the edge. Oh, how to have missed that? Oh, I'm not doing very well. I'm probably going to decrease in. Yeah, there you go, decrease. Fantastic. Thank you very much, you stupid zombie. Where are you going? Oh, really? Something's going crazy with the game today. So there's another zombie down there, just walking around. Here's my little chill out zone, and they still need to put a bed in there at some point. Let's go and take this zombie out. Stupid zombie. Oh, what happened? Did my sledgehammer hit your face? So I really do like this little place in here. I don't know if I've really kind of shown you around. You can't get in from this side. You have to kind of go through the tunnel system. But I'm definitely going to put a bed in there at some point. Got enough TVs as well. Anyway, back to it. So I know this is going to be a very short episode because I need to kind of leave in about 10 minutes or something like that. So I'm going to have to do the editing tomorrow before I upload this, unfortunately. But I hope you guys kind of find these a little bit interesting anyway, the way that I kind of work through the idea of building weapon sets. Because like you say, it's always nice to have a good weapon, especially in this game. But I'm not going to do the rest with you guys on camera because I really have to go. But what I'll do beforehand, I'll take you down into the that little room and I'll show you it. But as you can see, the kind of base is still kind of standard. I've still got that stupid bit of water I need to do something about. I might just start filling up the water bottles I've got with this water to get rid of it, and then maybe I'll build the tower up from here rather than over there in the middle of the base. I think that's probably a better idea. But what I'll do is I'll take you down to that little room so you can actually see it, because I think it is quite cool. Come on, down the ladder. Oh, come on. There you go. And I still need to do something with this anyway, but as you can see, this is a cool little kind of... When you see all the resources here in the wall, I'm so tempted to hack them down, but it's just such a nice little kind of neat tunnel I've made. I'm just a bit kind of weird about that. So here we go. We're in the door. You can see my little chill out area. I wouldn't mind... So I've got a bunch of stuff in here that I still need to put down, like 7 TVs and some pictures and stuff like that. I am going to put a bed here. But I wouldn't mind some inspiration of what to do with these bricks here. I know I could fill them in and make them wood, but I was hoping to kind of make them more glass. But what I don't want to do is make square glass. I want them down at an angle. But I don't actually think, crafting wise, there's any kind of glass bricks that come down at that angle. Now I may be wrong, and I'd love for you guys to tell me. Unless I use... I can't use that. Might maybe use the Adobe bricks, I don't know. I can make an old bed. These white bricks, perhaps, perhaps they might look quite cool. But I would love it to be all glass, but I just can't see the option. Not on the PlayStation anyway. So inspiration would be lovely. If you feel free to message me. I'll definitely read it. Just looking through the list here, there's definitely not. Even if I type in glass, I might have to do it in the forge. But yeah, anyway. So there's that area here, and we've still got... I'll close that door to stop zombies from deciding to break through the glass and get into the mine, because they've got into this mine before in a previous episode. And we've still got the area downstairs. Oh my god, I can't move today. And we've still got the area downstairs. If I can keep going. Come on, go on. down here with the tunnel here that I unsuccessfully managed to flood the mine with, and then the tunnel here which I need to tidy up a little bit, put some torches down the side, because this leads to my little workshop where all the forges are, because I'm trying to stop the zombies from the screamers from spawning on the top every time I switch the forges on, and by doing this here it really does help. So as you can see, I've got 4 forges smelting away. I need to transfer some of the resources from upstairs down here as well, so I can add them to the in here and start smelting. I might actually just max that out with that. Got stone. Now I'm not going to do that because I don't know whether I want cobblestone or cement yet. And I've got the same in this one as well, and this one here. You can see I've got the same kind of amount of forged steel as well, so I might max forged steel out again. So we've got plenty of forged steel building as well. So you can see that, you know, by building a mine, putting forges down on it, it stops the screamers from spawning in on your base, because if I show you, we're actually quite significantly far outside of the base, so it stops them from spawning, and we can be smelting 100% of the time, making sure we're doing something in those forges that is useful, and it doesn't really affect our base, and we don't have to keep fighting all the time. But so yeah, there you go. At some point as well, I'm going to have to do some just kind of basic driving around to unlock a little bit more of the map. I mean, you can see that I've pretty much edged the map all the way around. I might need to do a little bit more here. I might do that off camera, or even with you guys on camera, because you can see there's a massive expanse of area over this way that I've not touched. So there's a chance, probably very slim, that this is going to come up probably at this kind of angular level all the way up here. But there's a chance there might be something, you know, city-wise or interesting-wise in this area here. I doubt it, but it's worth checking out. And this area here is actually water, so there's nothing we can do here. And then it obviously comes up into the city, and then it loops back around, and it'll come up. So I probably need to follow these roads up here as well to see if there's anything up in this area. But then it comes up, and then I'm at the top of the map here, so that probably comes down. So again, it's maybe worth just us doing a little trip into the wilderness, heading down, possibly somewhere around about here, just to see what's around there as well. So we can do that. And also what we need to do is at some point we need to finish off our bridge, which we started to create here. Because the idea, as you can see it there, the idea is that we're going to bridge across here all the way to bridge this gap. So we need to do that as well. So we've got absolutely loads to do. So I'm not going to be short of little tasks to do. I just wish I had more time to film today, but I don't. So anyway, I'm going to call it, because I'm probably going to get shouted at for being late. So thank you very much for watching. You know, if you've not subscribed, I do release videos every single day on 7 Days to Die. They're often, you know, between 25 and 35 minutes long. They're not always this short, and they're quite often a lot more interesting than this. But if you've got any suggestions of stuff you want me to do to my base, or, you know, elsewhere, certainly leave a comment and I'll read it and I'll get back to you. And you know, if it's a good idea, we can certainly do that. But anyway, I better go. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Okay, take care. Bye now.